Information and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canellis Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome to the Song Studio with Johnny Melnick. Here we find and spotlight original music and songwriters to discuss all things music. From the songwriting process to music theory, music publishing, and more. Tune in for both live performances and interviews from local artists. Hey, very good afternoon. Hey, my name is Johnny Melnick, and you're at the Song Studio, where songwriting and songs are the topic of the day. And boy, it feels like I've been away a long time. It's been a couple of weeks. I'm actually up here in Pocono Manor, Pennsylvania, playing nightly in the Kalahari Resort up here in the Poconos in Pennsylvania. And I tell you, spring is trying to break through. But ordinarily we live in Florida, and really, if it's climbed above 55 degrees. At all, that's been a lot. So my Florida roots are being tested by the chill here. It's cold, man, but yesterday was nice, around 72 degrees, so that was a blessing. Yeah, before we get started here, my guest is a good friend of mine and a co-writer, a lyricist, and a novelist as well, Chuck Greaves. We grew up together in Levittown, New York, on Long Island, and Chuck now lives in Colorado, and the long and winding road have somewhat brought us together to do some work and to create some things that we'd like to share with you. So before we get started, though, I want to shout out to my sponsor, the Lighthouse Medical Center, right here in Pompano Beach, Florida. Dr. Jason and Dr. John are there to help you with any kind of pain that you're suffering with. Back pain, neuropathy, if you have circulatory problems, they can take care of all of it. I've been a client of theirs, a patient of theirs for nearly 15 years. Their number in Pompano Beach is 754-222-6642. Again, that's 754-222-6422. So give them a call if you're experiencing any kind of pain that you need to deal with. They accept all insurance policies and things like that, Medicare and things like that. So it's really worth it. These guys are great. They're committed, and they'll help you. They'll help you out. Another thing I want to talk about I'm going to go right down the list before we get to Chuck, and that's number 2. The Miami Big Sound Orchestra is doing a show at the Arts Garage. That's on May 10th, featuring Lourdes Valentin. Lourdes was a guest on my show a couple of weeks ago, and she's a wonderful singer, and she's going to be fronting an 18-piece Latin orchestra. And you don't want to miss that show. So they're at the Arts Garage in Boca Raton. You can go to theartgarage.com and get tickets. They'll be on sale. Looking forward to that. It's going to be a great show. Number 3, a shout out to Jake on the Lake, who put 2 shows together while I was in transition driving up from Florida to Pennsylvania. And I thank those guys. They did a great job. And number 4, I want to shout out to my friend, songwriter, producer, engineer, music. He does everything. He's a marvelous singer, Paul Hoyle. You can look him up at paulhoyle.com and set up something with him. He'll make your music shine. That's all I can tell you. So now we get to it. Chuck Greaves, a friend of mine, again, I mentioned already, from Levittown, New York, who wanted his path, and I'm going to bring him in as we can. for a few minutes, and then we'll take our first break of the day. But so Chuck, can we cue Chuck in there? It's a boy. You're in your
Hey, Mel.
library. How you doing, man? You're in
Good,
the
good. Great to see
library
you.
at the in Colorado. And what's the weather like? Spring is trying to peek in.
Spring has sprung here in Colorado.
That's fantastic. That's good news. I played golf yesterday. I was out on a golf course yesterday for the first time. It was like 72 degrees. It was a perfect day. My game wasn't perfect, but it was pretty rusty. But I enjoyed the day so much because we're suffering with a little chill. So
You,
anyway,
you,
Chuck, I want to get to it. We've been writing songs together for a couple of years now. We have a few in the box, and which I'm very proud of at the moment. I worked with a guy when after I got out my first year of college. I went back to become a custodian in the Levittown School District, and I worked with an old guy who had a farmhouse. He was one of the original farmers in Levittown, where he sold his land off. And Pete Dengler, I'll never forget this guy. He used to tell me, he says, "Johnny, you do good work. Not a lot, but it's good." And so I'm almost relating that to I should have more songs in the can. But let's talk about you, and you're the lyricist for the songs that we're writing. And I love what you're doing. So where do the thoughts come from? Say like song to take me home. Where did that come from? We're gonna play it in a little bit.
well, when I write novels, John, and I've written, as you know, 7 novels to date, my motto is I only write when I'm inspired, but I make it a
Good.
point to be inspired every morning at 9 o'clock, right?
Oh, there you
In other
go.
words, when I'm writing a novel, I'm spending 3 to 4 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, from beginning to end. It's a very intensive process, right? Some days it comes to you easily. Some days you have to grind it out.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with songwriting, and one of the things I love about songwriting is, I mean, I suppose you can grind it out and write a song a day. I know some songwriters who do write a song a day, but you can kind of kick back and wait for an idea to come to you, wait for some inspiration, maybe something you hear on the radio, maybe a phrase you hear, something you read, something that just, ignites a spark. And then you can sit down and float and go with it. So songwriting to me is a completely different process. As a lyricist, I'm a poet, basically. I'm writing poetry. Um, and when it comes to you, you open the door and let it in. And when it's not there, you don't have to do it. You don't have to grind it out. So um, you mentioned the song "To Take Me Home." I just had this notion of going home, and music taking you home. The idea that you hear a song and it takes you back in time. It takes you back to maybe your teenage years. It takes you back to somebody you knew, maybe a girl you knew, growing up. And I went with that, and I tried to incorporate, as you'll hear, different musical genres that are of interest to me and have inspired me. I talk about Nashville. I talk about Liverpool. I talk about
Yeah.
Laurel Canyon and the whole,
Mm-hmm.
the whole scene there. Some of
Mm-hmm.
my musical influences, I tried to work them into the song.
Yeah. Should we play that song now? You want to hear that so we can chat about it after?
Yeah,
Guys, cue it up. Kelsey Pinter is singing it. Yeah? Let's see if we can get some help.
I could sing it, John, but you wouldn't want to hear it.
I can sing it too. Yeah.
Sing me to the mountaintop or sing me to the sea. Sing me sentimental lies or sing me honesty. An instrumental now and then might cut me to the big yellow taxi waits for me and me alone. Sing whatever song will take me home. Stream a soulful ballad or a smattering of scat. Something on the cutting edge or something older hat. A hymn to set the church ablaze or something to atone. Sing whatever song will take me home. Serenade with static on transistor radio. Counting down top 40 on the Casey Kasem show. Spin a strain familiar or a tune I've never known. Sing whatever song will take me home. Rock a celebration song or bring a funeral dirge. Words to fire passion or a verse to quell the urge. Strum a haunting melody and pair it with a poem. Sing whatever song will take me home. Sing me to the mountaintop or sing me to the sea. Sing me sentimental lies or sing me honesty. An instrumental now and then might cut me to the bone. Sing whatever song will take me home. Sing whatever song will take me home. Sing whatever song will take me home. Sing whatever song will take me.
Wow, man! I tell you what, the more I listen to that, the more I like it, and I like it.
Who was
I
that
like the-
keyboard? Who was that keyboard player, man? He was great.
I don't know. It sounds like somebody. I don't know. Somebody invisible man somehow. He's like. I enjoyed that. That was and another thing, Chuck. We talk about. You're waiting for the inspiration and waiting for the thing. I do that too. I don't finish every song or writing lyrics or writing music. Sometimes it flows, sometimes it doesn't. So you have to work at it. But when you're playing music, that solo, all that stuff was all one take. So it's like I love that.
Right.
If I can nail it, if I can nail it and feel good about it in one take, I just leave it. And then, so I know some people go like, "Oh no, man, you got to change that note, that note. It's like it's going to make all the difference in the world." I look for the feel. The feel to me is the biggest part of it. All around, really. I don't. Back to you. So. Back to you. I could go on. I could go on about my side of it.
Well, I think viewers would like to hear your side of it. I think they'd like to know about how you take words and conceptualize a song and sit down and make it come out something. And that's a beautiful song. I mean, that song is a classic song.
You know what I love about it? What I love about it is that every singer can sing it. Every singer could sing that song. It's a musical. It feels to me like a musical standard. Like if it gets out there, every musician can play it in their own way.
Yeah. We talked about it being like a Norah Jones type song or a Sade type song, soulful. It ended up being a little bit more upbeat than that, but I think it came out great.
Yeah, I did too. Hey, listen, let's stop for a quick break here, and we'll come back and talk about the construction and the playing music. Yeah, can we go to commercial? Thank.
Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Welcome back to the Song Studio with Johnny Melnick. For more information, go to johnnymel.bandcamp.com or email johnnymel@comcast.net.
Yeah, that's great. Hey, listen, before we're going to bring Chuck back in, but I wanted to shout out to Baxton Sumner, who put that video together for a song to take me home. Baxton, thank you. I'm in your debt, man. Thank you very much. Beautiful job. We love it. All right, where's Chuck? Let's get him back up in here if we can. We were talking about, there you are, man. All right, so we were talking about, I'm going to open up just a little bit, if you don't mind, about what happens when you send me a set of lyrics. This might, yeah, okay. So lyrics to me, you got to spend time reading it to find your rhythm. The word, this is for songwriters. I hope this is valuable for songwriters out there. And I hope more of you are tuning in. I'm starting to get annoyed at the fact that I'm asking you to send me your songs. Send me your songs, man. Don't sit there in a closet with your pen and your guitar. Get the stuff out there. Send them on johnnymel@comcast.net is my email. Send me a note. Anyway, let's get back to it. You send me a lyric of a song, and it's done. I mean, the song is there. I got to find the magic of some sort. First, the rhythm, because your words have rhythm. So the lyrics have rhythm. Instead of fighting the words and the rhythm, I try to go with that and let that lead the rhythm and the tempo and the melody. So that's my first step, and I usually catch something. I'm almost, Kurt did the High Plains. Kurt did the High Plains, High Desert Drifter, right?
Right.
Is that the song? Boy, I wanted to sink my teeth in. Yeah, that hit me strong because it had a great rhythm to it, and he did a nice job on it. So, but some of the songs, you jump right out. Poetry in You, the first song we ever did, came right out. It just went, and a lot of them like that. Some you have to think a little more about, and I wait. I try not to force it. That's really where the time lapse is, finding the rhythm. So that's a big deal. The words, following the words, and putting a good melody to it that fits. And back to you. So you're drawing a picture basically, and I'm just kind of coloring it in,
Yeah, some songs that I write are story songs. They tell a story in a sort of a classical way. Some songs are a little bit more elliptical, like a song to take me home, and some are really abstract. It's just words and phrases that create images and get strung together.
Right. Well, that's okay
we did,
too.
Yeah, we did Raven Woman in Her Black Blue Jeans. That's an example of just sort of impressionistic images strung together, in a way that sort of hangs together to create at least a mood, if not a story. You know what I mean?
That's going to be a fantastic song. It's going to be a fantastic song. To me, I hear it as a barroom rocker. Like it's almost like I could hear Rod Stewart singing it. I could hear a real rock and roll voice doing that. CC Clevenger, you out there? Buck up, kid. Come on, we got something for you. Anyway, go, I'm ready, Johnny. I'm ready. We'll get it this summer, man. That song will be, it's done. It's written already, really, on my end. I just got to
All right.
instrumentalize and put it down on Pro Tools and that. So
Yeah, and then production. People need to understand that production is a big, part of the process. I can give you the words, and you can come up with the melody, but then you gotta get it down in a way that's, that sounds good, radio ready, right?
I got to get it to radio quality. I gotta say, I'm gonna start pissing some people off with this show. I've been thinking about it, and somehow the big guy upstairs has given me a little bit of a platform. It's not, like I said, it's not Channel 4 yet, but I got a few things to say about the music industry, and one of them is that I don't think a lot of these people know a hit song when they hear it, and it's easy to say no. It's easier to say no than yes, because yes puts you're behind on the line and you become responsible for something. So I'm just going to cue it out, and I sent Positive Direction. This to me made me laugh. Positive Direction. I sent to they were looking for a song for the Planet Fitness playlist. Now, if there's a song that I know that should be inspirational to people who are on a treadmill, it's Positive Direction. And it was passed on because they thought the vocals weren't strong enough. Well, you want to nitpick anything. You want to nitpick lyrics. It could be pick an edit topic. It could be lyrics, the notes, the instruments. There are a million reasons why you don't want to use it. And only one reason why you want to use it, because it should work. And it should affect people and touch people. So that's my shot. That's my arrow back at you guys. So wake up and start listening to what the people are doing out here, because these are the people who are creating music. If you were in the 60s, you had a decade full of music where they had the recordings were as rough as could be, but the songs were top notch. So there you go.
I'm going to say something, John. You said something to me months ago that has stuck with me. You've made a career out of performing hit songs, right?
Yeah.
You play mostly hit songs.
Exactly.
And after 30 years of playing nothing but hit songs, you know what a hit song is.
You dare?
Right.
Well, I almost went on to
Right.
the R-rated level here, but yes, I do. I totally believe that, and I don't write something that I don't believe has a place in the music catalog.
Right.
So
Right.
go, and in time will tell. But listen, guys, I don't know how much time I got. Let's make
So
the
hurry up
most
and
of
write.
it. I'm enjoying every minute, man. So
Did John, did you say we're going to play a country song? You want to talk about that?
yeah, let's put. Can we want to put that up first? Let's put that up. Is this the second song?
Let's talk about it. You want to set it up?
Yeah, country song. I mean, this is a classic country song. Pedal steel and everything. Try to get all the flavors of country music in on this one.
Okay, we're running short of time, so let's put it up there. Bruce Boughton on
Let's
on
go.
pedal
We'll talk
steel,
about it after. Yeah.
Marilyn Croker on vocals.
Yep. Bruce Boughton on pedal steel. Nashville boy. Got it?
The barman may not know the name, but he damn well knows the type. Just another country cowboy come out looking for a fight, for a woman's bad intentions that might help to ease the pain of a million mounted demons riding circles in the brain. On a Friday night in winter, with his cattle put to bed and a bottle of Jack Daniels telling lies inside his head. Country song that's on the jukebox with the lyrics that you know. Country song about hard knocks and another round to go. In a haze of beer and whiskey, he'll go dancing through the night like a broken ballerina bathed in barbs of neon light.
Yep. There we go. Enough of that one.
Yeah,
Country song.
I think our time is running short, John. But that was one of
Is that
the
what you're
first
saying?
songs
Nobody-
we wrote.
Yeah. What's that? Sorry.
I said that was one of the first songs we wrote, and
it was-
you know, country music.
Yeah, country music. You know, I mean, I play a lot of country music too. I see, I see anybody, a number of artists singing that song, and walking away with a hit record. So there you go.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
just, you know, the music business almost says no more often than they do yes. They tell you to keep doing it, keep writing, and then then it's like you give them something and they, well, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. You know, well, that's your problem, pal. Let's go. We're open for business, baby. Song studio. Chuck, I don't know. I'm not getting a cue from anybody. I don't know how much time we have left, but
I
wanna
think we're
continue
about
to-
30 seconds left, John. About 30
Is
seconds
that it?
left. 1
Wow,
minute.
well,
1
1
minute
minute.
left. The cue says.
I wish you all the best, man. I'm going to be right there beside you, hopefully. Anyway, listen, Chuck, I want
Thanks,
to thank
brother.
you for coming. I want to thank our sponsors again, the Lighthouse Medical Center in Pompano Beach, 754-222-6642. They'll take good care of you, Dr. John, Dr. Jason. This is it for Johnny Melnick on the Song Studio. Next time, keep writing. All right? Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Thank you. Thank you for watching. To view more of my songs, visit johnnymel.bandcamp.com. If you would like to be on the show, contact me by email at johnnymel@comcast.net. We welcome all musicians and songwriters from all genres. Tune in next week for more music only on the Song Studio with me, Johnny Melnick.